Order and accountability are important attributes of civilization. These allow inhabitants to trust in the stability and continuity of the region, thus empowering them to invest in their futures, build families, contribute to causes, and fortify their lives in the direction of their choosing. Order and accountability are the specialty of a very important industry, the industry of law. The industry of law is for the purpose of upholding standards of keeping order and accountability. Because of this industry, civilization is achievable, and people in any area can feel a sense of greater certainty for times ahead. The industry of law establishes what a person can likely expect in their dealings with others. Can they buy property of their own? Can they count on others being held accountable for infringing on them or their property? The purpose of the industry of law becomes more apparent as we consider a young couple just beginning their life together. Will they be able to secure resources for their offspring? Will the system of law work to protect what they build through their hard work? If a man and a woman choose to build a life together, they each may want assurances that their partnership will not end by unfairness. Marriage has long been a contract originally meant to enhance fairness and mitigate risk to either individual. Providing order involves deciding how things will work and who will be bound by what standards. A seller of a home will be expected by law to be entirely truthful about the condition of the home. This allows the couple to buy with confidence, knowing that the seller can be held accountable by the law industry if falsehoods were used in describing the home. Law is how an individual can have confidence to even enjoy leisure. Suppose this couple had a baby, and the mother went for morning walks with the baby in a stroller. As we know, a mother tends to be very attentive to the safety of her baby. If the system of law failed to maintain order and accountability, and the mother felt that too many criminals lived within her neighborhood, she would not feel confident taking her baby for morning walks. Law is how a businessman can have the confidence to provide products and services. Suppose the father of the aforementioned baby were to brainstorm business ideas while working at his place of employment. Then suppose that he gradually bootstrapped a business idea off the ground. He would need to feel confident that the system of law would back his endeavor. If vandals and looters could overtake his place of business without accountability, he would lose confidence that he could continue business. Law is an industry, and, like all other industries, it can provide greatest outcomes only if it is open and competing. Governments are providers of law services, however, they are monopolists of the industry of law. When law is monopolized, it cannot enjoy the advancement and solutions that a competing industry can enjoy. This will mean that potential quality of life and freedoms will be lost to those subject to the controls of a law monopoly. A government, understanding the nature of humans, will want to extend some options to their subjects that give them a sense of having a voice over the law system. By having no competition and no outside accountability, a law monopoly, or government, can sway the system for their own growth of dominion and wealth, leaving the original purposes of accountability in order to be neglected. Order and accountability are served well when consistent and universal application of standards are upheld. Governments do not uphold standards consistently. For example, governments establish their forced extraction of funds and property as legitimate, while making the same actions criminal for all others. As with all other industries, when the industry of law is monopolized, its services are going to be quite inferior to that of a freely competing and open industry. Governments have no others competing to offer better, faster, and friendlier services. Those who dislike the quality or efficacy of services offered by a government have absolutely no other services to which they may turn. Governments may have certain methods of allowing input from their citizens, but will ultimately violate the tenets of order and accountability in order to see to their own growth in wealth and might. Because order and accountability are fundamental to civilization, peace, freedom, life satisfaction and self-ownership, law must not be entrusted to a system that will treat it as a low priority compared with accruing dominion and wealth. The monopolization of the law industry has been done repeatedly for the last thousands of years, and grave tragedy has ensued, along with greatly diminished quality of life for inhabitants. What can we learn from history? Law must be demonopolized, decentralized, consistent, open, and competing.